Hi, this is a new planner update video. It's been a minute. It's been several months since I filmed the last one. I've been having a lot of physical health challenges since my last video. So that's why I hadn't done one before now, but I wanted to go ahead and do a new, planner update video because it is September, it's planner season, and everyone's talking about their planners. So I have, despite everything, been able to stay fairly engaged with my book this year. And I'm very happy with the size. If you saw my other planner videos from this year, you know that this is a Sterling Ink Common Planner. It's in the B6 size. It is the compact year, not the full year. And I got the compact year again this year because that was the size that I used last year, and it ended up being the perfect size for me, as opposed to the full year, which the year before that, I had so many pages left, so many blank pages, because it's a lot of pages. I think the full year comes with 360 extra pages, because, a page per day. But the compact size, or the compact year, comes with like 120 extra blank pages in the back. And last year, that was perfect for me. I only had, I think, 2 pages left when I was done. Now, of course, I didn't even start writing in that planner until like February or something, but it still worked out. So this is the same size, the compact year, and I plan on getting the same size again for next year. This is a picture of our cat that we lost last December. We have another cat now. She's very sweet. But I think I'm going to always keep a picture of this cat in my planner going forward. This is my vision board. I think I finally started and finished it in March. I'm always a little late with this stuff. But yeah, these pages have been great, just like last year and the year before. I'm obviously a little bit behind on tracking the things that I'm tracking on this yearly tracker, but I have the notes of like the days that I've done stuff in my notes app. So I will go back and go through and mark those days. So here are the quarterly pages. And this is just, if it's nice to see what they look like, so you can have just some reference points for if you're deciding on what kind of planner you want to get. I have really, really loved this planner. This is my 3rd one, and I'm getting one for 2026. So for the first time ever, this will be the first time that I've used a planner for 4 years in a row. Usually my maximum is 3. It's not like a rule, but I just noticed over many years now that if there's a planner I like, I kind of stick with it for about 3 years, and then I'm like, oh, I want to try something new. I'm not even doing that this coming year. So this will be my 4th Sterling Ink Common Planner. Now, this is quarter 3. This is mostly where the physical health challenges have been, so I have not done anything here. I guess I technically I'll be using my Hobonichi Weeks next year too, because I still have blank pages left in the one that I got. I got a 2024 to 2025 April start last year, and I did not order a new one for 2025. I've just been in that one. And once the year was up in April, I just went to the pages in the back for like note-taking and stuff. So I'm just gonna keep using that until I finish those pages. I don't feel the urge to purchase a new Weeks right now. So if I don't purchase one for April start next year, Yeah, it'll be kind of 4 years that I've been using that. And then before I started using a Hobonichi Weeks, I was using a Hobonichi Techo, the A6 size, and I did that for 3 years. So really and truly, this is the first planner that I will have used for 4 years in a row. So these are the monthly pages. I like putting stickers in the, not every single day. In my Hobonichi Weeks Techo, I didn't do anything for the monthly except use stickers. And they were all, I think they were all stickers like this. I'd have to go back and look at it. And I, of course, never did a flip through video of that. I probably should, but here I keep notes of transits and things, and then whatever day there isn't like anything like that going on, I put a sticker. And this year I started doing something a little different, and I would write little notes to myself like this says, you're doing such a great job at everything. Just like little notes of encouragement. And my voice is shaky. It doesn't sound like it normally sounds because of the health challenges. I've had a really, really awful cough. So here's another encouraging note to myself. Remember, it is not a mistake that you are here right now. It is not a mistake that this is your life. You are your purpose. So yeah, I've enjoyed finding little stickers to put in the blank spots. I've been doing that since, like I said, I started doing that with my Hobonichi Techo. So, was that 2019, 2020? So I've been using little stickers, and I've got a ton of stickers. So like the smaller ones, I'm like, oh, this works. So here we are at September. So now we move on to the monthly pages. And what I tend to do is I just write out things that I want to write out. I don't use this as an appointment setter or scheduler. I use this as a kind of daily, what would you say? A daily reflection, like, oh, this stuff happened today. And there are days where nothing's happening, so that's why there's a lot of blank space. But I tend to write stuff that happens. Sometimes I'll find a quote that I like and I put it in random parts of the book. And I do fill it with a lot of pictures that I've taken and stickers of my artwork and other random stickers. But I wait until the week has gone by and I've written everything that I'm gonna write, and then I go back and just fill in the blank space. And some of the pages are a little bit more sparse than others. And then sometimes I really go in and try and do a little bit more with the week after I've written in, like, oh, things that happened that week. Like, I've decided that this is probably one of my favorite spreads out of what I've got so far. And yeah, so I waited until the week had gone by, and it sometimes it's weeks, maybe even a month before I go back and like, oh, let me put some stuff on the page. But yeah, in April, or at the end of March, I ordered a bag that's actually for potters, ceramicists, I guess. But a lot more people are using them now just for supplies of any kind, especially people who do art journaling like I do, or do use their planners and have a lot of supplies. So it's called a Sula bag, and I purchased that at the end of March, and that's been one of the best purchases I've made this year. Not that I've made a lot, but of the few that I've made, that's been really, really good. I love how much it holds. It's been really good because I was able to corral a lot of the things that I do use on a more regular basis and some of the things I don't use on a regular basis, but just kind of get them all in one spot and not have them just laying around in random places. That wasn't one of my drawers. I tend to be an out of sight, out of mind kind of person, and if I store it away too far, like in a cabinet, one of my cabinets or in the drawer, I can have a tendency to forget that it's there, and then I don't end up using the stuff that I have. So with it being in my bag, and my bag is in my room in my cabinet, my pens and some markers and other stickers, I've gotten a lot of use out of that bag. So yeah, that's another sticker of one of my art journal pages. For next year, I wanted to do this year, but I, for some reason, thought that the compact year wasn't going to be available for it. There was some reason I was mistaken that I thought that I wouldn't be able to get it, so I went with the vertical, and I'm totally fine with that. But what I prefer is actually the horizontal, just like a Hobonichi Weeks. Like, it's got the horizontal days of the week on one side, and then it's got a blank page on the other. So for 2026, I will be using the Sterling Ink horizontal that has the weeks horizontal, the days of the week horizontal on this page, and then a blank page on the other side. So I'm looking forward to that. But like I said, this hasn't been bad. You know, I'm used to it now because this is my third year using a vertical planner. But I'm looking forward to going back to horizontal because not only is it the Hobonichi Weeks that has like the horizontal format. You know, my old Filofax, that also was a horizontal format. So I was very used to the horizontal layout more so than this, even though I think I have used a vertical layout once or twice before, but most of my planners have been horizontal layouts. Also just more pictures of artwork and pictures from my art journal. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to that and not feeling, I don't want to say pressure, because I mean, it's your planner. You can do whatever you want to do in it. You don't have to, like, you can just write something or not write something, but I know, I would imagine that a lot of people don't want to pay for a planner for the year and then never use it, even though a lot of people have said, you know, they kind of get caught up with life and then they don't end up using it. And so even though I do use mine, it can be just kind of, I can't believe there are all these blank pages, all this blank space. So that's why I like going back and putting things in so that I can, it just gives me some visual interest. I've always done that. I've done that since I was in high school with my little pocket calendars that I got from the bank. I would put little stickers around all of the stuff, all of my things that I had to schedule and stuff like that. But you obviously don't have to do any of this. You know, you can just write your doctor's appointments and call it a day. I guess you don't necessarily need a planner this size for that. But I also write small, so maybe some people would write larger and yeah, would need a book that's bigger than, that's the size, bigger than a Hobonichi Weeks anyway, because you know those are kind of thin. I wrote a short poem that, in here, I copied down a short poem that I wrote in 2022. It says, "It doesn't always feel like it's even possible, but I will remember that I am here, and that is evidence enough." Oh, and this is a picture of Atlanta. This is not a picture that I took. It's some picture that I found on, I think, Pinterest or Google Images or something. But, you know, hometown, sweet hometown, because I'm not there anymore. I went with my oldest kid to see Superman in July. We loved it, absolutely loved it. He was definitely giving like Christopher Reeve, you know, 1978 Superman vibes. I really liked that. I enjoyed how colorful it was. It's a lot more colorful than Man of Steel was. I didn't hate Man of Steel. It was just different. And the color grading was, of course, very like dark blues and grays. And this Superman was not like that at all. And I love that. That's another sticker of some of my artwork. And the dog. I loved I loved the dog. The dog was super cute. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, yeah, I recommend it. It was very good. I also watched Sinners this year. Excellent film. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I did not go to the theater to see it though. I when it came out on streaming on HBO Max, I watched it at home. But it's excellent. So yeah, we're about to the current day. There's still more that I wanted to put on these pages, and I'll go back and, you know, razzle dazzle them up a little bit more. But we're here, what, Wednesday the 10th? So that's all of the monthly stuff. And then I do have some blank pages, you know, that are not blank pages from previous months that I haven't added things to yet, and that's just because I've just been too tired to print out the things that I need to print out. So the blank pages that you'll see will be stuff that I'm going to print things out and stick them on there. But these are the blank pages in the back, and yeah, you can just kind of use it like a diary, you know, and it's great. And I keep track of my favorite songs every month, so I keep that list back here. I also write just about like stuff through the month, at the end of the month, that made me happy, that I felt like enhanced my life. Just little things, little just moments and stuff that we tend to not really think about, or we just kind of forget. And I try to make a point to remember that stuff and make a note about it. So I do that at the end of every month. And I also make a list of the songs that I was listening to the most, that I really loved during the month. I have a Spotify playlist that I make every single year. And I just add songs that I want to keep hearing from the year to the playlist. And then at the end of every month, I go back and write down a list of usually 10 songs that I'm like, oh, these were the ones that I really loved hearing over and over again. And then this year, I've started doing a little new thing. There's a website called Receiptify, and then it prints out like the songs you were listening to, I guess, a lot in that month. And so it's been fun to look at the songs that I felt like these were my favorite songs, and then there are usually 3 or 4 on the Receiptify, because it looks like a receipt list, that match up to the list that I've already made. Now, I don't have a Spotify paid account, so I just kind of have to go and let the thing shuffle through. So the Receiptify is more like, oh, well, that's the stuff that got played a lot. But some of those songs, yeah, those are the ones that I ended up really liking. Got some new pens. Hadn't gotten any new pens in like 3-4 years. So I got some new Pentel Matte Hop Liquid pens. They dry to a matte finish, and those are really cool. And then I also got some Rytec dual color vintage looking pens, because I use Zebra Sarasa pens, but I've been using those for years now, and I just wanted to try out some new colors. So I got those, and those have been pretty nice. So I've been using those in here too, along with the Zebra ones. And then I've got a few pages. I don't know if I'll say a few pages where I've just done some collaging. This is something that I need to tip in. So I'll do that later. But yeah, these pages, like I'm only on page 33 here. So as you can see, it's, you know, and with it being Tomori River paper as well, like this book doesn't get super bulky. So that's one of the list of reasons why I love planners that have Tomori River paper in them. But it's been really nice to just, I mean, it's been really nice. Like I haven't been doing this for the last 3 years, but it's just been great to kind of keep a diary back here and just journal when I feel like journaling. And, you know, I just know it's back here. So that's great. And I've got several little stickers of my artwork, and then that's an old picture of Atlanta from when I was a little girl. I did not take that picture. I found it on, like, I think Google Images or something. But I was like, hey, I remember those buildings, because that is what Atlanta looked like when I was a little girl. So yes, I've already said it, but I will say it again. I highly, thoroughly recommend this, the Sterling Ink planner if you are still on the hunt, because I know when planner season rolls around, people are trying to figure out, even before the season gets here, they're trying to figure out what they want to do for the coming year. And a lot of times it's like, oh, and you know, we're all thinking of like what our planner ecosystem is going to be, as it were. And like I said, I plan on using the remaining blank pages in my Hobonichi Weeks, and then using a brand new common planner. I'm not someone who tends to switch up and buy a new planner random time in the year because, oh, it's not working for me. I just stick with what I've got and make it work. And that hasn't been a thing for me, because like I said, this is my third one in a row, and I'm getting another one. So I absolutely love this planner. This is some artwork from 2019, and this was from 2017. And then these are pictures that I took this year, and they just happened. I printed them out in color, and I printed them out in black and white, so I used those there. And that's Salt and Pepper. So of course, I have no complaints about the paper quality. I'm used to using Tomori River paper. Been using it since 2019 or 2020. And it does take media well. It does take a little bit of watercolor and all of that kind of stuff. I know that if you're, fountain pen users, it's great for fountain pens. I did purchase a new fountain pen this year. I have yet to put ink in it, so I haven't used it yet. So once I do, I will have more to say about it. I think I wanted to add more stickers here. I'm sure I did. I'll figure something out. And there's a blank page. That's going to have the Receiptify for whatever month this is, May. But yeah, it takes markers and everything really well. There is some ghosting, but that's literally never bothered me ever. My entire life, I don't care. Bleed through is one thing. Ghosting is not the same thing. Bleed through, I don't think anybody likes that, but ghosting does not bother me at all. This is that beautiful Robert Woon dress from one of the fashion shows. I think it was during Fashion Week last year. That and I think it was the Schiaparelli show that had like the Pat McGrath, like all the models had Pat McGrath glassy looking makeup. That, along with this, were like two media highlights that I absolutely loved. Like those were just stunning looks. And so I printed out a picture of that dress because it was just so beautiful. It looks like the galaxy, well, obviously, and it's supposed to, because the backdrop for the show was the galaxy. So I printed that out and put that in there because I really loved that dress. This is my half-year music list, and look, I haven't even put stickers there yet. I haven't put stickers here or washi tape or anything. So this is stuff that I still need to fill in. Need to fill in stuff here because I like having some stuff. These are blank pages for more pictures that I haven't printed out yet to go on. Same here, but you know, you get the drift. So that is pretty much where I'm at. This was at the end of August. That's one of my old self-portraits from, I think, 2019 or 2018. Yeah, and then, so we're at page 78 and 79, and it goes to, let's see, goes to page 121, I want to say. 119. So that's it. It's been a great planner, so much so that I'm going to use one for a 4th year in a row. And so yeah, there's my little planner update. It took a little bit. I wasn't necessarily planning on making some kind of 20-minute video, but that's probably how long it's been. But I actually liked watching planner videos, and I like watching videos that are like 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes. I've watched hour-long videos. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you're still kind of thinking about what you want to do, if you're a planner and you like using analog planners and you're still trying to decide, hopefully that was some helpful information for you for what these planners look like. It's extremely beautiful, extremely useful. They have, you know, this one's used, but as you can tell, they've got gilded pages. I love gilded pages. I think it puts a little bit of, like, you know, a little bit of razzle dazzle there. So I really like that, but you can get them without gilded pages if that's not your thing. But this is a great planner and I would highly recommend it. Hopefully it won't be another several months before I make another YouTube video, but thanks for watching.